Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told out of Voice of Radio, so today we need to take a little bit of a look at some awesome news in the Pokémon TCG. We got big news today, ladies and gentlemen, and the big news is, firstly, that those Play Pokémon Prize Packs have gone and been revealed. That's good news. And secondly, they have exclusive cards in. Kind of. The best kind of exclusive cards. And I am loving it. I'm so happy about this. Let's have a gander, shall we? So here's what the reveal says. Support your local game store and receive Play Pokémon Prize Packs. New Play Pokémon Prize Packs featuring exclusive promos are coming to local Pokémon leagues. In-store events are making their return, and we're excited to introduce prize packs to Play Pokémon retail locations worldwide. Qualified Play Pokémon retailers have begun receiving promotional prize packs to support in-store play. Pokémon events such as leagues, league challenges, league cups, and more while supplies last. These brand new prize packs will replace the Play Pokémon promos that were previously distributed by local game stores at Play Pokémon events, giving trainers much more to enjoy than ever before. Each prize pack contains 6 cards taken from a pool of about 200, all of which are legal in the standard format, including everything from popular Pokémon to exclusive foil upgrades of tournament mainstays, all featuring the special Play Pokémon logo. Here's just some of what you can expect to find in Series 1. So, this is absolutely amazing, alright? So, you get a pack of 6 cards. Now, I'm not entirely sure how these are going to be given out. The old pop packs, more on those in a moment, they were essentially given out when you played a certain number of games at League. But these could be given out to, winners of little weekly tournaments. So you go to your locals and a winner gets 3 packs and top 4 gets 2 and everyone else gets 1. I don't know is the honest answer, but it's probably going to be something along those lines. But what is really interesting to me is that there are 200 cards in the series and they're all reprints and I am loving it. So we can see there that you can get versions of Charizard VMAX, Rayquaza VMAX, and Pikachu VMAX. Incidentally, if you're looking for the most popular Pokemon that have been featured as VMAXs, it's kind of these 3. Like Pikachu, Charizard, Rayquaza, it's hard to find a more popular trio of Pokemon than this. But you will notice, and this is absolutely fantastic, and I could not be more of a fan of this, you will notice that they are the regular cards, but they're stamped with the Play Pokémon logo. And it is hard for me to articulate into words quite how perfect this is and quite what an amazing job the designers have done doing this. Because there are 2 ways to get this wrong. Way number 1 is having exclusive cards, and I'm afraid for those of you that are unaware, I need to tell you about Pop 5. Now, a while ago, we're talking many years ago, we had a situation where you would go to tournaments or, little local events and you would get pop packs. These were 2-card packs or sometimes 3-card packs with an energy, and you would go along and you'd play a bunch of games and you'd be given a pop pack and you would have a couple of cards in. And generally speaking, these were fine. Except for Pop 5. Now, what Pop 5 did was give a bunch of new cards, but it included Espeon Star and Umbreon Star. Now, Umbreon and Espeon are fantastically popular Pokemon, and these were Pokemon Stars, and the Umbreon especially was really good. It was used in Disruption decks when you played it. You could choose a card from your opponent's hand without looking and discard it. It was really good. Espeon confused both active Pokemon. It wasn't as good. Umbreon's more popular and the better card. But these were only available in Pop 5 packs, which meant they were ludicrously expensive. Crazy expensive. If you go onto eBay right now and just try and find a Pop 5 pack, I mean, the main listing on there, the first listing we see is $550. And that's not because it has Umbreon and Espeon in. It's because it has a very small chance of having Umbreon or Espeon in. And that's it. That's literally it. It's got a chance of having them in, and that's enough. And that's ridiculous, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely ridiculous. We don't like this, because not everyone can get to their local stores. Not everyone can play in their local stores, and having exclusive cards that can only be gotten there that are playable, especially if they're playable, is really bad, and we do not like it. But the other, if we swing completely the other way here, if they are just flat reprints, what's the point? Like, who cares? Who's going to bother turning up to their league to get a reprint of a card they might well already have? I mean, sure, you can kind of jam it full of playable cards and some people will turn up, but it's not going to attract enough people. The absolute best case scenario here is give them cool cards with a stamp. We saw exactly the same thing happening with the Trick or Trade boosters for Halloween, which were, they're just reprints of cards, they're not exclusive, they're not going to get super expensive. Oh yeah, but actually, now you come to mention it, they got a stamp, so they're cool for collectors, but they're never going to get super expensive, and it is just the best way round, and I absolutely love it. I just think this is the perfect way to deal with situations like this, because the fact of the matter is, if you cannot get to your local game store, it's not the end of the world. You're not missing out on any really playable cards. None of these are going to get to the value, the expense of something like an Umbreon Star or an Espeon Star. But we all know that everybody is going to want to go to their league, and they're going to want to pull the Charizard with the Play Pokemon stamp, or the Pikachu with the Play Pokemon stamp, and these are going to be worth a few bob. People are going to be wanting to trade for these. These are going to be very cool, but they're not going to be essential, and I absolutely love it. Now, we're also told about foil versions of tournament-defining cards. The two examples we're given there are Path to the Peak and Scoop Up Net, and no, whoever wrote the copy for this on the website is not exaggerating. Path to the Peak and Scoop Up Net are tournament-defining cards. They are cards which have literally shaped tournaments. Path to the Peak is a phenomenal stadium card which turns off abilities of Rulebox Pokemon. It has seen in the past and continues to see a huge amount of play as a counter to a billion different things. It's great. And Scoop Up Net is an item card that lets you pick up a Pokemon that is neither a Pokemon V or a Pokemon GX, which has been used to get Pokemon out the active or reuse abilities on, single prize Pokemon, non-V, non-GX, pretty much since the minute it came out in Rebel Clash. It's great. So, if that's the kind of level of trainer we're getting here, this is awesome. Because basically what you've got, your trainer cards are all non-holo coming out of packs. Have been for a long time. Well, okay, there are rare exceptions, but generally speaking, they're all non-holo. So what we do is we holo them up, give them foil, then we put the stamp on them, and now you've just got a really cool version of existing cards that people are going to want. It's awesome, and I love it. Then you've got non-foil versions of powerhouse Pokemon like Oranguru and Snorlax. Again, we've got to assume these are also going to be stamped with the Play Pokemon logo, because all the cards we've seen have been. And again, these are really, really, really good cards. I'm assuming we're talking about the Oranguru from Sword and Shield here. Lets you swap a card in your hand with the top card of your deck. Sees a huge amount of play, has seen since it came out in Sword and Shield base. And the Snorlax, I'm assuming, is the one with Gourmandize that we saw in Vivid Voltage, which lets you draw until you've got 7 cards in your hand, but ends your turn. And again, has seen a huge amount of play, and has actually seen an uptick in play in the past kind of 6 months. It's another very cool card we all want cool versions of. So the other thing which is really important to note about this is that whoever is picking the cards to go into the packs seems to be doing a really good job, because what they're doing is giving us actual cards we're going to want. These aren't just random cards with the logo on. We've got non-foil versions of foil cards. That's cool. They know we like that. We got foil versions of non-foil cards. That's cool. They know we like that. They're all stamped. And we've got cards you actually want to get and put in your deck. I love all of this. Oh yeah, and also foil basic energy just in case that wasn't good enough. I absolutely love this. I love everything about this. And I think the way they've done it is absolutely beautiful. Now, we are given a bit more information. Prize Pack Series 1 will have a limited duration to catch up with our recent break from in-store events, with a new series dropping every 6 months starting in February. So, Series 2 is going to be in February, Series 3 is going to be in August, Series 4 in February 2024, and so on and so forth. That does mean that Series 1 is actually going to have a lower duration, because Series 2 is coming in 3 months. That is soon. So I suppose get out nicely, ladies and gentlemen. For competitive and casual trainers alike, the prize packs offer an exclusive way to build your collection while having fun at Play Pokemon events at your local game store. How prize packs are distributed will vary from location to location, that's what I said earlier, depending on what works best for your store. The more active your events are, the more prize packs will be available, so spread the word and bring a friend to support your local community. And I kind of like how blunt Pokemon are being with this, basically saying, look, if people keep turning up, we're going to send more prize packs to support you. I love this. Reward the stores with active player bases by giving them more prize packs. What we don't want are stores being given a bunch of prize packs that are just going to turn around and sell them on eBay. That sucks. So it seems like the more active your store is, the more prize packs you get. So the active stores with lots of players get lots of prize packs to give to the active players. And then the stores that don't have people turning up don't get as many packs, so they don't get to turn around and sell them on eBay. Like, every part of this sounds amazing. I am a huge, huge fan of this. Pop packs are back, and I am loving it. But I want to hear from you guys. Tell me how cool you think this is. Tell me if this is going to make you turn up to your local game stores. Tell me anything you want to tell me in the comment section. Go nuts. Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at the Wasi. That's where we talk Pokemon and card games and Pokemon card games and all kinds of fun things. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts for answer all of your questions, join a Discord to chat through lovely things with us, and get shout-outs on the channel like the lovely Trevs99, who's been one of our supporters for a few months now and does seem to be a very lovely person. So thank you very much for the support, and thank you for being a very lovely person. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.